boys and girls, it's Mrs. Larsen. So nice to have you back again. I've got a great story for you. It's called Wings Around the Globe, and it's about a little airplane. Let's start. And I'll need my glasses for this one. Dusty Cropper did the same thing every day. Fly low, spray Vitamulch on the crops, turn around, repeat. Dusty was a crop duster. He loved his job, but his dream was to become a world champion racer. Look how cute he is. After work, Dusty would always race his friend Chug, the fuel truck. One day, Dusty sprang an oil leak. Dottie, the mechanic Tug, fixed him up and said, "You're just not built to race." Chug suggested that Dusty get Skipper to train him for the Wings Around the Globe rally. "He's a war hero," said Chug. "They say he flew hundreds of missions." But the old plane refused to help. So there he is, flying. There he is at Dottie the mechanic. And here he is asking the war hero plane to help him. Aren't these illustrations cute? The little faces that they put on the planes and the trucks. So cute. At tryouts, Dusty was nervous. Only the 5 fastest planes would go to the big race. Dusty revved his engine and zoomed down the course. He zipped around each turn and quickly roared across the finish line. Sorry about that. So look at him. There he is on his little trek, all around those cones, zipping and roaring around. The other planes look like they're all waiting their turn. See them over here? Dusty finished in 6th place with his dream dashed. He sadly returned home. Then he got some great news. The plane that came in 5th dropped out. "You're in," declared the race official. Dusty's friends cheered. Skipper finally agreed to coach Dusty for the race. Dusty tried to catch the tailwinds, but he was afraid to get too high. "Sooner or later, you'll have to face that fear," said Skipper. There he is back home, looking a little sad, but then he got good news, and he started training with Skipper over here. But look at him. He looks afraid in that picture, doesn't he? How's he going to win the race if he's afraid? In New York, Dusty met Bulldog, the snooty British plane, and Chupacabra, Mexico's masked champion, and Ishani, the sleek racer from India. The fastest racer of all was Ripslinger, the green tornado. But being fast didn't make him nice. "Good luck, farm boy," Ripslinger sneered. He's not very nice, is he? That's Ripslinger over here. He doesn't look very nice. And these are the other ones over here that he's racing. During the race, Dusty struggled to keep up. He was in last place. Even though it slowed him down, he helped Bulldog land safely after the British plane sprang a leak. What a nice guy. He took time out of the race to help somebody who was in trouble. The next hurdle was racing across the Himalayas, the world's tallest mountains. As the other planes climbed high above the mountains, Dusty followed the railroad tracks. He flew right into a narrow tunnel. See, look at him. He's helping Bulldog who sprang a leak. And then over here, he's going through a tunnel, and he looks pretty scared, doesn't he? Flying through the tunnel was scary. But when Dusty came out the other side, he was in first place. Ripslinger was angry. He came up with a plan to knock Dusty out of the race. Soon the racers headed out across the Pacific Ocean, bound for Mexico. Ripslinger's henchman, Zed, snuck up on Dusty and broke his antenna. Without it, Dusty wouldn't know his position, and he wandered far off course. That wasn't very nice, was it? And here Dusty was helpful to other planes, and then this Ripslinger sends one of his guys to mess up Dusty's chances. Not very friendly and not very nice. And certainly not playing fair. Look at that mean look on that plane's face, that henchman. Lost, Dusty began to run out of fuel. Luckily, 2 jets found him. He landed on an aircraft carrier. It was the same ship Skipper had served on. But the carrier's Wall of Fame listed only 1 mission with Skipper's name on it. Interesting. There's the aircraft carrier. See the aircraft carrier? And those are the 2 jets that helped him. Dusty got back in the race, but he flew into a terrible storm and was badly damaged. He made it to Mexico, where Skipper confessed that after only 1 mission, he had been too afraid to fly. "You have to try," said Dusty. "You taught me that." Dusty was still in need of repairs. One by one, the other racers gave Dusty their spare parts. "Now I can fix you," shouted Dottie. Wasn't that nice of them to help him out even though they're racing against him? There he is. He's talking to Skipper about not being afraid. And there are all the spare parts coming in to help Dusty. During the final leg of the race to New York City, Zed and his buddy Ned tried to knock Dusty out of the sky. But Skipper came to the rescue. "Skipper," yelled Dusty, "you're flying." "Thanks to you," said Skipper. "Now, go get him." Dusty flew as fast as he could to catch Ripslinger. He knew the time had come. He pulled his nose up and found the courage to fly higher than he ever thought he could. Look at that. They're trying to knock poor Dusty out of the race, aren't they? But what's Dusty do? He's gonna fly high, 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 high up into the sky. Does it look like he's afraid? Look at that. He's got determination on his face. He doesn't look like he's afraid. He looks like he's determined. Have you ever had that when you wanted to do something really badly and you were determined and you were afraid but you knew you could do it? That's what he's doing. The strong tailwinds rocketed Dusty forward just like Skipper said they would. He shot past Ripslinger and crossed the finish line first. Dusty won! Look at that. Crossing the finish line. Ripslinger in the background. Yay for Dusty. Dusty Crop Hopper was the first crop duster to win the Wings Around the Globe rally. His dream had come true with the help of Skipper and all his friends. Look at all the friends. They're all rallying around. They're all so happy for Dusty because he won the race. The first ever crop duster to win that race. Isn't that sweet? And the illustrations were great, weren't they? I told you they would be. I hope you enjoyed this story. I think it was a really great story. Great illustrations. So much fun to read to you. Thanks for watching. You are loved. Bye, boys and girls.